folks, this video is going to attach some of the most common case connectors, power connectors, front panel connectors, etc. So let's start. Power supply, 24-pin ATX. It looks like this on that side. Can go on here only one way, and should get basically a double click out of it, unless you do it really quick like I just did. This motherboard is one of the few, no, actually, Z390s had at least three, sometimes had up to three 4-pin connectors. So to get this, to work, you can usually just use one, but you really want to have two in here at a minimum. You could put a third one in if you're going to actually overclock, depending on what your CPU is going to be. If it's one that doesn't have a K in it, then it's not worth plugging that other one in. Now, you have to have a power supply that has two CPU power connector outs, cables that is, so it'll be two sets of 4-pin connectors, so for a total of 4, but like I said, you only need up to 3. Alright, we're not going to show RAM, I'm not going to show putting a graphics card in, or any of these other PCI cards, but we are going to do some easy basic stuff. Ethernet cable here. Okay, this does not have Type C, being an older motherboard. Doesn't even have the header on the I/O or an input on there. We could show RGB, I guess, if I had an RGB cable sitting around, but let's do USB 3.0. In this case, this front panel is an older one. This motherboard probably supports USB 3.1, maybe slightly higher, but there are two of these. You could go here, or you could go to that one. Okay, notice this protrusion here and the cutout there. This can go in only one way, and boom, that's it. If you have a CPU fan, and I'm going to use a fan that's used for a CPU cooler to demonstrate this, because we're going to plug in here and then we'll plug in where the CPU cooler goes. Fan header right here. This can go in only one way as well, and let's try and do this so my hands are not in the way. That goes just like that. All right, so back in the back there is a CPU header right here. Let's see, is this the optional one? Okay, there's a CPU fan 2. Usually if you're going to do a CPU fan 2, you would use a splitter, where you could have an optional, but this goes in here. Alright, so there's that. Like I said, we don't have USB Type C. Now let's start connecting our other, our front panel connectors. All right, grab all of them. And we'll start with USB 2.0 and HD audio. Whichever one I grab first will be the one I do. That says HD audio on it. All right, that goes right here. Notice that there's a hole filled here, and then on here there's a missing pin. You have to line these so that that goes in there. Come in 90 degrees to the motherboard, boom. Don't apply too much pressure and break your pins. USB 2.0, that is missing that, or that hole is filled in. And so over here, you have to make sure you line that up, because that pin is missing. And so we will put that in just like that. Now, If your case happens to have two of those, you would use the second one. Okay, what else, folks? Oh, probably one of the most important things here. How are you going to turn this motherboard on? So we'll do the most important front panel connector, which is on this row here. Second row, third and fourth pins. And the case connector you're looking for will look something like this one does. It says power switch, okay? So third and fourth pins, boom, right there. Now, in front of that is the reset switch. Looks like, if I can find the lens, that's going to go just like that. Now, folks, this is a hell of a lot easier when you're doing it outside the case, okay? It's much easier to video for you guys, or record. Now, power switch, notice these are split. You want on the left the power, the positive, and on the right the negative. Oops, and try and hold them together as you put them in. Oops, and I plugged that in the wrong spot. These are the two most difficult ones. Okay, so there's that. Now we just need the hard drive light, hard drive LED. Looks like that, okay. And that's first row, first and second pins. Boom. What else? I think we've covered just about everything that I wanted to in this video. If you have headphones that have this kind of setup, actually let's do the bottom one first. A microphone, and then line out or headphone. Boom, right there. Okay, thanks for checking out my video. I hope you got some. You know, this kind of video, you could apply it honestly to quite a few other motherboards. A lot of connectors are very similar, and I'm going to do every motherboard I have because I just think it's good. It's good for you guys to have this. Makes life easier. As I put together motherboards, I honestly would have loved to have had some awesome dude like myself put a video together like this. Thanks for checking out my video. Please like, please subscribe, and subscribe to my PC hardware tech and unboxing channel as well as Scorpion Gaming and Fitness, and the Weight Slayer Fitness channel.